Tamara Lich is back. Her bail conditions keeping her off of social media have been lifted, so now you'll see a lot more of her online. Not many people yet knowing about this, but Tamara Lich's Twitter is now available. You can go give her a follow over on X, as they call it now. I'm still getting used to the fact that it's called X. Bear with me. Drew North also putting an article about this out. Freedom Convoy organizer Tamara Lich back on social media after bail conditions eased. After nearly 2 years of social media silence, Freedom Convoy organizer Tamara Lich has reemerged online. Lich reactivated her account on X, formerly Twitter, 22 months after she was barred from social media as part of her bail conditions. I reached out to Tamara for comment, and she sent a video, so we can listen to this here.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to take a quick moment and pop on here. Thank you so much, Clyde, for the invite, and just say a huge thank you for this incredibly warm welcome. It's been a long 2 years, or almost 2 years, without Twitter or X or whatever the kids are calling it these days. So I guess I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to catch up on. Anyways, it's great to be back. Thank you so much. As we get ready to head into the holidays, I just want to wish you all the happiest of holidays, a very Merry Christmas. I hope you're all surrounded by the people who absolutely love you the most. I still have some conditions with the things that I can say on social media, so there is still those parameters. However, I still look at this as a huge win and a step in the right direction. I'm very excited for what's going to come in 2024. I think there's so much reason to be hopeful for this country. And yeah, thanks a million. Clyde, Merry Christmas, buddy. Happy New Year.
To you. Yeah, Happy New Year indeed. And we're all looking forward to seeing more activity from Tamara online, of course. Now, the bail conditions lasted for nearly 2 years. Now, this is egregious overstepping. I mean, the whole point of the convoy was to protest the overreach of government. What did they do? They overreached some more. They jumped in and they barred a public political figure now in Canada from speaking publicly on the what we now know as the town square. That's Twitter. That's Twitter. This is the worldwide town square. There's been lawsuits over politicians that block journalists, because this is supposed to be free speech, free expression. When someone is limited with their free expression over what? We're talking about, well, let's get into it. Lich was arrested in Ottawa, February 17th, 2022, and charged with counseling to commit mischief. This is the big bad thing. Well, fellow organizer Chris Barber, who faced similar charges, was released on bail. Lich was denied bail and held in custody in Ottawa for 18 days before she was granted bail with conditions, including a ban on social media and expressing any support for the convoy, as well as requirements not to communicate with several other protest participants unless supervised by a lawyer. Now, I'm waiting until this trial is done. This is one of the most ridiculous trials we've ever seen in Canadian history, where people who are there for, what is it? Counseling to commit mischief? This is what we're talking about. These are the charges, and it's lasted, we're going on 2 years now, and they're still, like, the longest trial. I don't even know how many days. It's months now in trial for this. I mean, your typical capital punishment charge or capital crime charge. I don't want to say the word, but it could be, you might see a week in trial before either conviction or release, acquittal. But this is just absolutely incredible. Yeah, at the end of the day, the bail conditions, these aren't actually like prosecutory, found guilty and these are the punishments. No, this is just the bail conditions for Tamara Lich was that she was subjected to a loss of her, freedom of expression, as we call it here in Canada. Americans like to call it freedom of speech. We call it freedom of expression. It's a little bit different in the eyes of the law, but it's still nonetheless your ability to communicate with people online being limited, especially in this 21st century, is egregious overstepping of the government, in my humble opinion. But this is where we are. Lich was later re-arrested after a photo of her emerged with at an awards dinner alongside Freedom Convoy organizer Tom Marazzo, though the Crown eventually withdrew the bail violation charge against her. Let's not forget that they went all the way to Medicine Hat to pick her up and drove her all the way back to Ottawa to face her breach of bail conditions over that thing. These are the resources that our Canadian tax dollars are going towards anymore. Anyone who happens to insult and embarrass Justin Trudeau on the world stage gets this kind of treatment. And this is what a lot of people are referring to as lawfare. Lawfare, the using of the system as the punishment, not actually finding anybody guilty, but just drawing it out and creating havoc for people's lives, and very costly on top of that. In a statement to True North, Lich said she and her lawyers thought it was an appropriate time for the court to revisit the social media ban. She's just being so generous in this, and she's such a kind heart. And I mean, what do you even say to that? Anyway, so she is on Twitter. This is her Twitter page. You can go check it out. She tweeted out, including Elon Musk in it, because he had acquired the company since she was last allowed to be on this website. She saying, it has been 22 long months since I have been allowed to log into my Twitter account. Elon Musk, did anything interesting happen while I've been away? Yes, Tamara, lots of interesting things have happened since you've been away. But of course, I've had my chance to meet Tamara. Everybody who's met her knows that she's such a humble soul, an amazing person, and just so kind. It's just so great. My last chance, I had a chance to give her actually the very first Clyde Do Something hoodie, which she happily took as a trophy. Amazing. Thank you so much, Tamara, for modeling that one off. You can go get yourself one at the Clyde Do Something merch shop. It's in there. Just go search for it. Obviously helps out the channel a ton, and appreciate everyone out there doing that. So love for you to leave a comment in the comment section down below. The main theme of this story today is government overreach. Again, I mean, 2 years later, they're still overreaching. And like I said, this lawfare and egregious limitation of people's civil liberties for the sake of what, saving face on a political stage. This is really what it's about. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and don't miss tonight's show. We're going to be live later on. Marty up north will be joining me. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things and addressing all your questions in the comment section and in the chat live at 9:30 Eastern time. That's 6:30 Pacific. We'll see you then. Keep on trucking.